against Oscar De La Hoya. While De La Hoya was the aggressor early, Hopkins' advantages in strength and size began to surface in the middle rounds.
Oscar finding it harder and harder to block or duck Bernard Hopkins' shots, hitting Oscar De La Hoya with virtually every power punch now.
Moving his left shoulder.
De La Hoya on a body punch by Hopkins.
He doesn't look like he's going to get up,
Hopkins
guys.
is pushing him in.
First time he's been knocked down in 5.5 years, and he's not going to make it up. It's a Bernard Hopkins knockout of Oscar De La Hoya in the ninth round.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
It was Hopkins landing the big shot.
His glove touched the canvas. It is a knockdown. Antonio Tarver was knocked down by Bernard Hopkins. He had to put a glove on the canvas to hold himself up. That's a huge moment for Hopkins.
Seizing the moment, Hopkins wouldn't let up.
Big right hand by Hopkins to the chest of Tarver. How big a favorite did you say Tarver was, Larry?
3-1. This fight has been one long celebration for Bernard Hopkins.
July 2007, Hopkins fought a catchweight fight at 170 pounds against Winky Wright. Hopkins was beating Wright to the punch early, and the headbutt in round 3 opened a bad cut over Winky's left eye. Feeling a sense of urgency, Wright became the aggressor.
Good left hand by Wright. Now Wright lands a solid left hand, and Hopkins takes a look as if to say, wait a minute, how about him butting me?
But Hopkins continued applying pressure to the cut on Wright's left eye.
Hard right hand by Hopkins. Good left hook by Hopkins. Those are Hopkins' two best punches in a while. The blood is really flowing now from above the left eye of Winky Wright. Hopkins is stepping on the gas.
Hopkins looks fresher, looks a little stronger, and that may impress the judges.
Hopkins was awarded the unanimous decision victory. October 2008. Coming off a split decision loss to Joe Calzaghe, Hopkins challenged the undefeated and heavily favored middleweight champion Kelly Pavlik at the catchweight of 170 pounds. From the opening bell, Hopkins was the aggressor.
Bernard Hopkins has the faster hands. Who would have expected that?
So far, Hopkins is not fighting like the old Hopkins, but he's not fighting like an old Hopkins either.
The 43-year-old's hand speed is embarrassing the 26-year-old fighter.
The domination continued for Hopkins as his shots landed at will, round after round, in an increasingly lopsided fight.
Still has the faster hands. He still dominates the center of the ring. He's still ripping Pavlik in combination and putting him on the defensive. Crowd loves it.
Bernard is winning this fight decisively from the first round to the last round.
He has dismantled middleweight champion of the world, and he is establishing his eminence once again.
May 2011.
Can 46-year-old Bernard Hopkins beat this strong, hungry, young champion in the champion's hometown to break George Foreman's record as the oldest man to win a championship in the history of boxing?
With history on the line, Hopkins seized the moment.
These are some real hard shots Hopkins is landing here.
Now Hopkins is doing push-ups in the ring to try to embarrass his younger opponent.
Hopkins is pulling out every trick in the book.
I think Bernard is fighting the best fight I've ever saw him fight aside from the Trinidad fight. When you consider his age, and you consider this crowd and everything, and as young as this man is, I've never saw him fight this aggressively in a fight.
Oh! Super right hand by Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins is the absolute master of craft among current boxers. He's going to make it to the bell. And if he makes it to the bell, in all likelihood, he's going to make it happen. You don't have to love him, but you must respect him. You must respect what he has done.
March 2013. 48-year-old Hopkins looked to make history once again. Against undefeated belt holder Tavoris Cloud, Hopkins was able to dictate the pace early on.
Right hand over the top by Hopkins. Cloud to dodge. Now he embarrasses Cloud with another flush right hand shot in the center of the ring.
Cloud is not pressing the action like he should.
Cloud got in a good right hand on Hopkins' chop. He takes an uppercut for his trouble, though.
A cut over Cloud's eye in round 6 led to increased activity from the younger fighter, but Hopkins was prepared.
Hopkins is taunting him and trying to take advantage of Cloud's aggression.
We tend to appreciate this, the mastery of the sport, from A to Z.
In what major sport does someone perform like this on this level at this age?
Bernard Hopkins applies his fabulous mental skills once again in such a way as to vanquish a man 17 years younger than himself and again become the oldest man ever to win a recognized title belt in boxing.
To see more